things before, some little concerns. Please turn your cell phones off. These are our terms. Second is a very important rule. Please do not fight, because that is not cool. And other than that, please just try to have fun. And now I must go, because my part is done. But wait, I must tell you about my plan. I'm a villain at heart, and being bad, I can. My first deed was to kick out my brother. It had to be done sometime or other. Now I wonder, what will I do next? The one thing I won't do is send you a text. Adios!
What are you doing here, peasant?
Greetings, brother.
Are you really fit to be called my brother? You who is the lowest of the low and has nothing.
We were raised together. Is that not enough? Let us not let our differences separate us. I've accepted what you have done to me.
Are we really going to talk about what I've done to you? Brother, are you determined to put me under the horse and cart?
Ha!
What?
Firstly, you called me brother. Secondly, it is more often you who has been the bane of I. You took all I would have had and made it yours. I don't want to complain, but...
Of course, complain away.
That's not what I meant. It's just like I've always felt like I've been, kind of separated from you in some way, that's all.
Okay. Enough with the mushy stuff. Get out of my orchard, or I'll have to set my dogs on you.
Wait! Brother, please!
Get out before I set my dogs on you! Charlie, my pal, just the man I was hoping to see. Are preparing for the wrestling match this evening?
Indeed, sir. I'm planning to show off my wrestling skills in front of the king again this afternoon. In fact, your brother has agreed to wrestle with me. Don't worry, I'll go easy on him, just so he isn't hurt.
About my brother. In fact, you don't need to go easy on him. Any lethal injury you could give him would be nice. It's just that he's always been so cruel to me.
Really?
Did you know that he tried to burn down my house while I was at a rich people only gala? And he's a thief too. He's tried to poison me numerous times and get me trampled by my own elephant.
What?
Shh. About the elephant fiasco. Right. He's put unhealthy amounts of bleach in my private pool, broke the leg of my enormously expensive horse, tampered with the controls on my private jet, and seriously harmed the animals in my private zoo.
Oh, a zoo? Do you like wild animals?
No, yuck, I hate them. It's just a necessity for the man of my status. Anyways, and last but not least, he dropped a bowling ball from a 3-story building, which shattered on the pavement, which scared a dog, which made a baker drop his bread, which caused a flock of birds to swarm, which ended up with me to have a humongous bird dropping on my brand new designer shirt.
What did the bird drop?
You seriously don't know what a bird dropping is?
No, but I can guess.
Anyways, that's why my despicable, evil brother needs to be rid of this earth as soon as possible.
We could get a bird to drop him.
I don't even have a word for the stupidity of that solution.
You're the one who said he had a bird drop you.
That's not what I said at all. Actually, yes, you're right, my friend. He had a humongous bird imported from China to pick me up and drop me from 20 feet up.
Oh no, that's terrible.
That's why I think my brother needs to be removed from this existence as soon as possible. Can you do this for me, my pal?
Yes, I can try.
Finally, that evil brother of mine that I've had to endure for many a year will be finally purged from this existence.
survive, I don't know what I'd give. We must see what will happen now, and I really do hope I won't have a cow.
Right now, my father is in the forest of Arden. No home, no money. And here we are, with all the luxuries life could give us, under the protection of Duke Frederick, my uncle, the very man who banished my father. It just feels so wrong. And I mean, who would banish their own brother? I would never do that to any of my relatives, no matter how distant.
Neither would I. And I tried to reason with my father. How can you take the throne from Duke Senior and banish him, I said. You wouldn't wish that on yourself.
Pop, I am not the one being banished, and I never will be.
I do hope he's never seen us making fun of him like that. We'd quite quickly get ourselves banished too.
Oh, I doubt he knows. He always tries to avoid us, and none of the servants would ever rat us out.
Who has no brain, 4 limbs, and lots of muscles?
Charles, that's that exact description.
Indeed he does. What about him, Touchstone?
3 of a kin, he broke at an inn. They be resting in bed, but now they're all dead. Still another will dare, I don't know what will bear. Any more, I don't think I can bear. And so ends my speech.
3 of a kin. 3 brothers he means? And he broke all their bones?
I don't think he means all the bones. He was probably just exaggerating.
Well, they're all dead anyhow.
But now someone else wants to die. They must have less brains than Charles.
Shall we go and watch then? I can't think of anything better to do to help me forget about my father's banishment.
I dare say you're right.
Come on, let us go.
Greetings, ladies. Here enters the Duke and his court.
As we gather together on this dreary day, we mourn for our beloved brother. Darn, wrong speech. Welcome, people, on this merry day in which we get to witness this spectacular event. Let us all rejoice that our beautiful country has become this civilized that we can all witness this magnificent sport. Wrestling! Take it away!
And here we have the mighty King of Spain. Yesterday killed 3, his 3 brothers, yet today another challenges him. Will he win or will he die? Welcome to the ring, Orlando! Yes, my lady, he is but a lad. He comes from a noble family, yet has somehow found himself without anything.
May I speak with him?
I shall call him over. Orlando! These young princesses wish to speak with you!
Not like that.
Too late, 'tis gone.
You called? I just wanted to wish you luck, and perhaps convince you not to risk your life. Whatever little strength I have, I wish it was with you.
Mine too. I pray. Do not torment me with your words. If I die, I will do my friends no wrong, for I have none. I will do the world no injury, for in the world I have nothing. The only thing I do in the world is fill up a space in which a better man may fill, once I have made it empty.
Get in your places!
I have just met him, and yet it feels as if I've known him my whole life. He is so familiar. Yes, I must now watch him be crushed by Charles.
Is that love I hear in your voice?
Not love, just a desire to see him live another day.
Let the wrestling commence!
May you die, you awful bird dropper!
And they fight! Charles, fight! Out! Everyone give it up for Orlando! And what do you have to say about your miserable defeat, Charles? He cannot speak! This young man has truly defeated Charles. My goodness, what a day. Everyone give it up and give a round of applause to our champion of this match, Orlando!
Take Charles away!
I am Orlando, sir, youngest son of Sir Roland de Bois.
'Tis a pity. Your father was deemed honorable by the world, yet I found him my enemy. Fare you well, young man, though I would like it better had you a different father.
I am proud to be the son of Sir Roland, and wouldn't change that for anything in the world.
Well, you shouldn't be. Goodbye.
My father loved Sir Roland as his kin. If I had known that he was the son of Sir Roland, I would have given him everything I could.
How about we go and give him your congratulations?
Take this as a suit of your fortune. I would give you more, but these hands lack the means to. Shall we go, cousin?
As you like it. Very well, gentlemen. May I say thank you? I am for the most part thrown down. What stands here before you is a lifeless block.
Sir, you have wrestled well and overthrown more than your enemies.
Come, cousin. Fare thee well. What is this? This closed down my tongue. I could not speak to her, and yet she urged me to talk. Oh, poor Orlando, you were overthrown. Something stronger than Charles has defeated you.
This scene has left me quite unsatisfied. Orlando's still out there. He's still alive. My niece is really annoying too. With her now, I don't know what I'll do. She seems to be a bad influence on my daughter, so perhaps now I'll put her in for the slaughter. Another bad deed. I'm really doing well. So off to Rosalind. Her banishment, I'll tell. Until next time.
And it goes. Cousin, have mercy on me. Have you not one word to say?
Not one.
No, your words are too precious to cast away on the likes of me. Let us talk seriously for a moment now. Is it possible that you have fallen for the youngest son of Sir Roland de Bois?
My father loved his father dearly.
And my father hated his father dearly, yet I don't just like him. Look, here comes father.
You have offended me!
Me, sir?
Yes, you pitiful excuse for a companion for my daughter. Now she is of noble blood.
You are related, dearest uncle.
Yes, but your blood has been, what's it called?
Tainted? Contaminated?
Nope. Anyway. Silence. Anyway, my point is, if you are seen within 10 miles of my court 10 days from now, you will be chopped. No, not the right word. Sliced?
May I suggest?
Silence? Cool. Anyways, I do not like you. Be gone. That is all.
But what am I supposed to do?
I don't know, and I don't care. Go shave your head bald and live in a boat in Argentina. How about that?
May I remind you that what you just said
Silence!
could be
Just go! Not you!
What are we to do? Shall I grab us some dinner?
Wait! What? What if we escape to the forest of Arden, where my father lives, and live with him?
Would I escape? The guards know I mustn't go, just you.
Stay here, then.
Never. What if we go disguised?
Brilliant! I'll be Ganymede, a shepherd, an axe upon my thigh, a boar spear along my hand. On the inside, I'll still be with myself, but on the outside, I'll be every inch of a gallant man.
I name myself something that calls reference to my state. I shall be Elena, a simple shepherdess. Now, cousin, what if you drag on that fool from my father's court to accompany us while we leave?
He'll go all over the wide world with us. Come then, let us go and gather all that we possess together and make a plan for our escape.
that he had better stay in Arden with no throne to show. I'll send a servant to let him know, but now off to bed is the next place I'll go. Have a wonderful evening.
Now, friends and colleagues, isn't life in the forest far more pleasurable than our twisted, stressful life at court? We are free from the keen eye of the public. I would not change this for anything in the world.
I bring news from the court. You are still banished.
Yes. I knew that. Anyway, where was I? Yes. Did you know, Touchstone, that living in the forest is supposed to make one at least 20% happier?
No, I didn't.
Would you like to join us in our pleasurable life up here, my friend?
I would like to, but Duke Frederick really...
No, I understand. But don't be too afraid of him, though. His bark is far worse than his bite.
I'll try.
I find it amazing that you can make even the worst situations sound like they're pleasurable.
Let's go get our dinner. That's right, we have no chefs to plate up exquisite delicacies. We just have to go into the forest and shoot a deer. It is a good natural way of doing things, yet it irks me that their fine hides should be pierced by our knives.
Yes, Jack agrees with that also. Today I stole the pine shack, as he lay beside fallen oak, sobbing because a poor deer had been wounded by a hunter.
Did Jack say anything to try and moralize the spectacle?
Yes, with many sighs and tears. First he leapt into a nearby river, nearly overflowing it. Poor dear, said he, left and abandoned by your velvet friends, left her to die by a hunter. Not even food will you be used for, and yet you will lie here in pain. The life you could have lived. What a show he was.
We should go and try to comfort Jack.
Well, I tried, he seems happy to be sad.
Where did you meet him?
Sobbing upon the fallen stag.
Take me to him.
Okay.
She she also mentioned Orlando. The man who rescued Charles was in the conversation.
Orlando? I know his brother Oliver. I'll bring him in for questioning, and if he is guilty, he gets shot!
You only wear yourself out.
Nonsense! I'll send for him now!
I used to be Orlando's caretaker when he was a child. I don't want to see him mixed up like this. I must look for him immediately. Orlando!
Is that you, Adam?
You still remember me?
Of course. But now your familiar face is clouded with worries. What's wrong?
You must leave. The Duke is about to bring you in for questioning. What brings you to such a dangerous place as this?
No reason other than to see Rosalind again.
Haven't you heard? Rosalind has gone off to the forest of Arden with the Duke's daughter, where her father lives. If she even comes near this palace, she'll surely be in trouble.
Then I will go to the forest. I cannot be without Rosalind.
I'll come with you. To make sure you don't get into too much trouble. When I worked for your father, I saved up a bit of money. We can take it there and live there.
Now into the forest! Everyone will leave. I may go too, but forests are my pet peeve. My own daughter has gone there as well. Perhaps Orlando will have something to tell. Bye for now.
My goodness, my spirits are weary. My spirits would be weary too if it weren't for my legs. Courage, good Helena.
Please bear with me.
I would far rather bear with you than bear you, though I would not complain if I did have to bear you. For I believe you have money in your purse. Look, here comes a young man and a lady, both in solemn talk.
And that's why she scorned you still.
Oh, Corin, don't be so cruel. You know I love her.
And that I guess.
No, you cannot guess, for you're old, and your youth means being as passionate as I am now. But I find that hard to believe. How many silly things have you done because you love someone?
1,000 that I have forgotten.
You still can never understand my feelings. Oh, Phoebe.
Come in there.
Alas, poor shepherd, you are just like me.
And me, when I was in love, I broke my sword upon a stone and sent it to her. I even kissed the udders her pretty hands had milked. Us true lovers fall into some strange capers. Though all is mortal in nature, all us true lovers are mortal in our folly.
You speak wiser words than you think.
Then I must have said something wise unwittingly, for I was not gifted with wisdom.
Something about this shepherd's passion is similar to mine.
And mine too, though mine has gone stale.
Please, could one of you see if you can find something for us to eat? I feel faint, almost at death.
Greetings! Who is it? Can you please give us some food, for this young maiden is nearly fainting with hunger.
I am sorry, I have no food. It is all to place of my master, but even he is selling his cottage soon.
And who shall buy the cottage?
My grandson, but even he is interested in nothing but love.
Can I ask, may I buy that cottage instead? For we are new here and need a place to stay.
We have the money to buy too.
Yes, I can surely help you. I can put in a good word for you, and you can stay and dine with me until the deal is settled. Follow me. Master, go along without me, for I'm about to die of hunger.
Good, Adam. I will never do that.
And I'll dig my grave right here with the strength that I have left.
Stop talking like that. I will go search for some food for you. I will come back as fast as I can, and then we will eat together. You will live, Adam.
Now we will go to the forests of my brother. Here he is dealing with one problem after another. For me, I am content with my bountiful riches. For him, every fish he eats, he must fish it.
Where is Jack? I can't. It's like he's disappeared off the face of the earth.
My lord, he just left here. He was listening to a song.
If that man has become musical, something is wrong with the universe. Go and tell him I wish to speak with him. Ah, just a matter of saying. Where have you been?
I saw a jester in the forest. Oh, how I wish I could be a jester.
You're ridiculous enough to be one.
I would be the best jester. I would rid the world of all sickness. If only it would take my medicine.
I know exactly what you would do.
What would I do besides good?
You would make the world so gloomy, everyone would walk around being sad all the time.
You're right. I can still practice here, though, and see if anyone laughs at my jokes.
What jokes?
I haven't come up with any yet because my stomach wants for food. Can we eat yet?
Stop! Don't eat anymore.
But I haven't eaten anything yet.
And you won't. Not until those who truly need to eat do.
What kind of person is this who denies me food?
Do you act this way because of hardship or lack of good manners?
The former is correct. My distress has stripped me of all manners, although I was reasonably well brought up. But stop, I say. Anyone who eats this food before I'm taken care of dies.
What would you like? Around here, gentlemanly manners are much more convincing than force.
I'm dying for food, so let me have some.
Sit down and eat.
You really speak like a gentleman. I thought everything out here was wild, so I started to act like it. I'm sorry I was so brash. Please accept my apology.
No, we forgive you. Think what you'd like. We're at your service.
If what you say is true, then please don't eat for just a bit longer. I must go find my friend who has slogged along with me for many miles and is about to die of hunger.
Then go and bring your friend here. I wish you safe travel.
Thank you, kind sir.
You see, Jack, we're not alone in our unhappiness. The Universal Theater has more sad plays than our own little scene.
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women are merely players. They all have their entrances and exits. One man, in his time, plays many parts. His life is spread into 7 acts. In the first act, he is an infant, whimpering in his nurse's arms. Then, he is a whining schoolboy, creeping like a snail, unwillingly to school. Then, he is a lover, huffing and puffing like a furnace, writing sad poems about his mistress's eyebrows. In the 4th act, he is a soldier, eager to defend his honor and quick to fight. In the 5th act, he is a judge, with a nice fat belly from all the bribes he's taken. In the 6th act, the curtain rises on a skinny old man in slippers. Glasses on his nose, money bag at his side. In the 7th act, in the last scene of our little play, the end of this eventful history, our hero, full of forgetfulness, enters his 2nd childhood, without teeth, without eyes, without anything.
Sit your friend down and let him eat.
Thank you on his behalf.
You must, for I can barely speak.
Eat, and I won't pester you about your travels yet. Who is your father?
I am the youngest son of Sir Roland de Bois.
Ah, see it's like this in your face. Because of that, you're truly welcome here. I loved your father like a brother. Come to my dwelling and explain the rest of the story to you.
Not going as thought. Oliver may still show through, although he may not. I thought he wanted to kill his brother. I'll see that he will, some way or another. But now I find myself feeling like I need a break. So let's stop for now. An intermission will take. Come back in about 15 minutes' time. And then I'll start back on and rhyme.
Everyone who passes through this forest will find your virtues everywhere.
From the east to western land, no jewel is like Rosalind land. Her work being mounted on the wind, through all the world bears Rosalind. All the pictures fairest line are but black to Rosalind mine. Let no fair be kept in mind, but the fair of Rosalind.
I could rhyme better than that if I had 2 minutes. The rhyme sounds like a cow plodding off the eave. Why do you bother with such awful verses?
Hush, I found them on a tree.
Well, that tree bears rotten fruit.
If that is so, you may come closest to being the rottenest fruit on it.
Why should this place be a desert? Just because there are no people in it. No, I'll hang these poems on every tree, and they will voice the thoughts of a city. And at the end of every sentence, I'll write Rosalind.
Why are you smiling like that? Truthful, leave me.
I saw the person who wrote these. He hung this up as I watched him.
Who was it?
He had a chain that was one too around his neck. Are you sure you don't know who it is?
No, please tell me. You're tormenting me.
It was Orlando who dripped up both Charles and your heart in a single instant.
Don't fool around with me. Speak to me honestly now.
Really, cousin? It's him?
Orlando?
Orlando.
Oh no, what am I going to do in my man's clothes? What did you do when you saw him? How did he look? What did he say? What's he doing here? Where is he staying? Where did he go? How did he say goodbye? And when will you see him next? Answer me in a word, cousin.
It would take me more than a word to answer your questions, even if I had the mouth of a giant. Isn't that him coming this way? Quick, let's hide.
Thank you for your company, but I would have preferred to be alone.
Me too, but still, for the sake of good manners, I'll say thanks for your company.
Goodbye. Let's meet as little as we can.
I also hope that we can become better strangers.
So your lovers... No, please don't ruin any more trees by carving love poems in their bark.
And please don't ruin any more of my poems by reading them so badly.
So your lover's name is Rosalind.
Yes.
I don't like that name.
Her parents didn't look to please you when they named her.
Your worst fault is being in love.
And that's a fault I wouldn't trade for your best virtue. I'm tired of you.
And I of you. Adieu, Monsieur Love.
And I'm glad to see you go. Adieu, Monsieur Melancholy.
I'm going to play a trick on him and pretend I'm an insolent boy. Please, what's the hour?
Why do you ask such a question when you wear a watch on your wrist?
No, I don't.
Very well, but other than yours, there's no clock here in the forest.
Well, there must be no lovers here either, for they mark the minute with their sighs and the hours with their groans. I heard there was a lover in these parts.
I am he.
No, it can't be. There aren't any signs.
What signs?
A neglected beard, dirt in your hair, torn clothes. You look as though you love yourself.
Believe me, that's not true. I love Rosalind better than anything in the world.
I cured a man of love before. Every day I got him to woo me. I would scorn him, love him, laugh at him. Eventually he gave up and decided to become a monk.
I don't want to be cured. Perhaps, though, I can practice wooing Rosalind by wooing this youth, for they look so alike. What's your name?
Ganymede, meet me tomorrow, exactly 5 hours after sunrise, right here.
Of course, I'll be here.
Sweet lady, do not scold me, I beg you. You are worse than a common executioner, for he apologizes to those he kills, and you kill me without apologizing.
It is ridiculous that you think upon me as your executioner, for I never do such a thing. It's just I don't have any feelings for you. That's all.
Please, love me.
How can I? I can't even find a heart to pity you.
And why do tell? Who is your mother anyway who raised you like this? That you treat this poor shepherd boy so? Why do you look at me? I see nothing extraordinary about you. I tell you now, take this boy and beg him for mercy.
I'd rather hear you tell me off than he say he loves me.
You've fallen in love with my... He's fallen in love with your foulness and you've fallen in love with my anger? What a pair you two are.
I'm sure that you never get
you.
Come, we mustn't waste any time.
Yes, dear. You should have arrived 4 minutes ago. This was your crazy idea, Company.
Don't be too hard on him this first time at least. Good day, my dear Rosalind.
You're late.
Only by an hour.
You really don't have any sense of time, do you? Where were you just now? How can you call yourself a lover? If you're ever late again, you needn't bother coming at all.
Forgive me, young maiden.
You break a date with your beloved by a whole hour? I'd rather be wooed by a snail. At least they carry their houses with them. Come now, woo me. Aren't I your Rosalind?
I like to think so, because it's almost like talking to her.
Then I'll speak on behalf of her. I'll tell you I don't want you.
And on the behalf of myself, I'll tell you I'll die.
Men have died from many things, but not from love.
Even Rosalind's frown would kill me.
Her frown wouldn't kill a fly. Come now, woo me.
Love me, Rosalind.
Okay, but only on Fridays and Saturdays.
What? The real Rosalind wouldn't say that.
Rosalind will say much the same as I do. Now, how long do you intend to keep me?
Forever and a day.
Try for a day without the effort. For I'll be as jealous as a rooster, as noisy as a parrot. I'll cry when you're happy, and when you just want to sleep, I'll be up, laughing like a hyena.
But Rosalind wouldn't do any of those things. Rosalind is wise.
Believe me, Rosalind has just about as much wisdom as myself.
Can I see your watch? Rosalind, I have to leave you for 2 hours.
Oh, no, darling. I can't live without you for 2 hours.
I promised Duke Senior I'd join him for lunch. I'll be back by 2 o'clock.
I knew you'd turn out this way, because my cousin told me as much. Take me or death! You'll be back by 2?
Yes, sweet Rosalind?
If you break this promise, I'll consider you the most pathetic promise breaker. So beware my contempt and arrive at 2.
I'll keep my promise as if you were Rosalind. Goodbye. I think that you're too rough with him. Will he even like Rosalind at all once he finds out who you are?
My love for him is like outer space, for no one knows how far it goes on. Believe me, Celia, I cannot live without Orlando. I'll go find some shade to lie in.
And I'll go take a nap.
I've been sent to find you, young man. My lovely Phoebe gave it to me, but based on her lustrous demeanor, I'd say she was quite angry.
All right, give it here. Oh my, patience itself will get riled up at this. She says I'm not handsome and have no manners. She says I'm arrogant and that she wouldn't marry me as if I were as rare as a phoenix. Honestly, I don't love her. I think she knows that. Did you write this letter?
No, Phoebe wrote it.
Come on, you fool. This is a man's writing.
I'm telling you, it's hers.
Then why? Oh, it's no use. Look, I don't love Phoebe and I never will. I'll help you if I can, and I can promise you this. I will never marry Phoebe. Come now, did you write the letter?
I'm not admitting anything, though I take great comfort in your words. It still doesn't change the fact that she likes you, not me. Don't you fight over it?
No, I don't want to. I have no interest in Phoebe. End of story. I don't want to fight over it, and I don't want you to lie about any silly letters you take to me. I don't want.
You know where to find a cottage of a shepherd named Ganymede in these parts?
Yes, it's that way. No one's at home, though.
I recognize you two from a description I was given. You're the young shepherd who is fair and feminine, and his cousin, a bit shorter and of a darker complexion. Are you two the owners of the cottage I was talking about?
Since you asked, I suppose it's not bragging to say we are.
Orlando sends his regards to you both, and he sends this handkerchief to the man he calls Rosalind. Is that you?
It is. What does this mean?
It's a story that is shameful to me about who I am and how that cloth was stained.
Please tell us.
When Orlando left you last, he said he would be back within 2 hours. Lying under an oak tree while he was going to lunch was a wretched beggar who had overgrown beard and hair, and wound around his neck was a green and gold snake, slowly slithering to his mouth. When it saw Orlando, it slithered off into a bush. But in that same bush was a lioness who was ravenously hungry and promised to kill. When Orlando stepped near, he saw it was his brother sleeping under the tree.
I've heard him talk about his brother. He described him as one of the most unjust men alive.
And I know just how unjust he was.
But back to the story. Did Orlando leave his brother to be eaten by the lioness?
Orlando turned away, but his kindness was nobler than even for his revenge. And he fought the lioness and quickly defeated her. And I awoke through the commotion.
You were his brother?
Though I'm not the man who I once was.
And what about the handkerchief?
I'm getting there. Orlando took me to Duke Senior, where he gave me fresh clothes and put me in Orlando's care. He took me back to his cave, where he took off his jacket, and there was a massive gash across his arm, where the lioness had attacked him. And I patched up his wounds, and he sent me here to find you two, to beg for your forgiveness. Many men faint when they see blood.
Ganymede, please wake up.
Look, he's recovering.
I wish I were at home. We'll get you there. Please, could you take his arm?
I was only kidding. The fake was only acting.
Your cheeks are too flushed for it to be fake.
Fake, I tell you.
Then buck up and pretend to be a man.
That's what I'm doing.
Please, we must go home.
Come now. I'll play your Rosalind.
I can no longer live by pretending, Ganymede.
When I was a boy, I knew a sorcerer who taught me many things. He didn't do black magic, only magic virtuously. I tell you, if your love for Rosalind is that strong, we shall marry her tomorrow.
Are you serious?
I've never been more serious in my life. Now put on your best clothes, and for goodness sakes, don't be late.
I will.
Young man, it's very rude to show Ganymede the letter I wrote for you!
I don't mind, I took no offense anyway. Although it was very rude of your poor love of you. Why don't you love him?
Tell this young man how slightly he can love.
It is full of sighs and tears, and so am I, Miss Phoebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman.
It means being faithful and ready to serve, and so am I, for Phoebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman.
Since this is true, then why do you blame me for loving you?
Why do you blame me for loving you?
And why do you blame me for loving you?
Who are you talking to?
I'm saying it to the girl who isn't here.
All right, stop this. You sound like a bunch of wolves howling at the moon. Phoebe, if I'll ever marry a woman, I'll marry you. And I am getting married tomorrow. Orlando, if I ever satisfy a man, I'll satisfy you. And you are getting married tomorrow. Sylvius, if what you desire will make you happy, then I'll make you happy. And you will get married tomorrow. So goodbye for now. You all know what to do.
As long as I'm alive, I'll be here.
Me too.
Me too.
Yes, what do you want, Albert?
May I marry your niece?
By all means, I know you'd be happy.
Dear sir, I have urgent news from the court.
Do tell.
Duke Frederick is dead. Someone killed him not a week ago. The court is in turmoil, and they're all very anxious about the murder. should come back to do.
My own father dead?
Celia, but are you not Elena?
No, I am your niece. But if my father is dead, does that mean I'm not your niece anymore?
The detectives have looked at the case and has found one suspect who thought to be living with you.
Who is it?
None other than the son of one of your most respected advisors. His name is Oliver Dubois. Do you know of him?
Yes, he was planning to marry my niece. He was here just a moment ago. He's gone.
I must be on my way. If you find him, bring him to the court.
My own brother, dead. I'm caught between sobbing for my losses and rejoicing since I can now be used to it. Anyway, let us turn to happy matters. Let's not spoil the wedding. Orlando, do you believe you can do all that you have promised?
Yes, but sometimes I doubt myself.
If I bring Rosalind here, you promise to give her to Orlando in marriage?
Of course.
And when I bring Rosalind here, you promise to marry her?
I will.
And you, Phoebe, you will marry me if I am willing?
Even if I die the hour after.
And Silvius, but if you decide not to marry me, you'll marry your faithful Silvius?
I guess so.
And Silvius, you will marry Phoebe if she is willing?
Even if it meant I died a moment after.
If you all keep your promises, everything should be fixed by tonight. You all know what to do.
That shepherd boy Ganymede reminds me of Rosalind, my daughter.
When I first met him, I thought he was the brother of Rosalind. He soon told me elsewise. In fact, he grew up in the forest.
We must hold strong for this wedding, dear Celia. It may not be a wedding for you, but your cousin is getting married. Let's be a day of celebration.
There is laughter in heaven when earthly affairs are put right and people unite.
My eyes do not deceive me. You are my daughter.
I am.
If my eyes don't deceive me, you are my Rosalind.
I am.
If sight and shape be true, then love I do. I won't go back on my promise, dear Silvius, for I've been won by your faith.
I'm sorry how I betrayed you all. Orlando will receive all my wealth and property, for I've done the most harm to him. I shall go into the forest to study as a monk. Adieu.
Should we try to catch him?
No, I believe he has learned his lesson, and I think he will repent. But we will begin the ceremony the way we hope it will end, with delight.
And so, this is the ending to our little play. We hope it was good. That's all we can say. I have to admit my ending wasn't the best.